my little sugar buggers, welcome back to the channel for a brand new Sims 4 mod review. So the mod that we are going to be taking a peek at today is actually a new mod project that will introduce the reality of death to the Sims in a way that has never been touched on before, because it is not a positive experience. However, without this experience, the Sims itself truly lacks the depth of a life simulation. Anyways, that was the description. So basically, yes, this mod is going to create a more realistic way our Sims experience death. And it's actually a really cool mod. So this mod itself was actually created by Mullets. I don't know if I said that. It is available on their Patreon, which you can go ahead and pledge today if you want to go and experience this mod for yourself. Otherwise, you can go ahead and wait until the 28th of March, which is actually quite a ways away. The pledge is $4 a month, and you get early access to all of their creations and things of that sort. But if you guys just want to go ahead and check it out a little bit earlier, I would be glad, more than happy actually, to go ahead and share it with you. So the unfortunate thing that needs to happen is there needs to be a death, obviously, for this mod to work. So as you guys can see, we have the Caterer family. They are enjoying their brand new home here in Strangerville. I don't know why I said it so weird. So this is going to be a very tragic scenario. They've literally been married for like 5 hours. In fact, they have like the buffs and everything. But anyways, Quentin just made his new bride her favorite dish, vegetable dumplings. Unfortunately, I think these were frozen vegetable dumplings, and unfortunately, no deed goes unpunished. Quentin is choking. Oh my god, what a way to die. What a way to die. It appears as though someone is dying. You need to call the emergency services immediately. Click on your phone and look for the household tab, then select report a death. Woo! Okay, so I don't know if you guys have noticed, but our friend Grim hasn't decided to make an appearance, and he won't. According to the notes of this mod, basically Grim, or the Grim Reaper, is completely eliminated from the equation with this mod. So we're gonna have Lisa here go and make that tragic phone call. So we're gonna select the phone. Here under household, you will see a new option, report a death. And with the slice of life mod by Kawaii Stacy, she is in full-blown tears over the situation, as would any Sim, which is pretty freaking cool if you ask me. So it says, we have received your death report and are looking into it. A specialized medical examiner will be sent to your location shortly to investigate the occurrence. Please remain calm and wait patiently for their arrival. Oh my god, who can tell you to be calm when your freaking husband just choked on a vegetable dumpling in the middle of your kitchen? I mean, seriously. Okay, we'll keep calm. Now, there should be somebody arriving according to this, but again, I don't know what to expect here. I'm a little nervous. I'm super duper excited. And so far, so good. I'm really loving how real this feels. Now, it is Strangerville. We're literally in the middle of nowhere, so it could take a few moments. Again, they did say try to be patient, which is definitely not my forte. So here we are. Oh my goodness. Apparently this is the medical examiner on his phone, and I don't know if you guys saw, but he had a little thought bubble with the sickle, you know, the Grim sickle, whatever it's called. I don't know. All right, so we got another notification here, and look at the back of his coat. This feels so official. I love it. It says, greetings, I'm Dr. Tetsu, and I'm the certified medical examiner assigned for your case. If you would, excuse me, I'm here to take a look at the body. I know this is a difficult time, but we're going to need to precisely determine the cause of death and how to proceed from here. It will take just a moment. All right, so I wonder if like Lisa is going to maybe watch the medical examiner. It looks like she's having hot flashes right now. It's a little toasty here in Strangerville. So he's taking some notes on his handy dandy notepad. He's examining the scene, the situation. Vegetable dumplings. The cholesterol will kill you every time. And he's taking a couple photos. I'm not sure if we're gonna get any other notifications, but I'm thinking maybe possibly he's gonna come and talk to Lisa, who just really cannot handle the situation. She wants to go in and cry it out, but it looks like he's kind of yelling through the door. I don't know what's happening here. Maybe he'll try to like talk to her again. But this assessment is definitely taking a little while, and I'm loving it. I'm really liking it. Did he just put him in a freaking body bag? You've got to be kidding me. What the heck? That is insane. He just threw him in a body bag, like an actual freaking body bag. And are you gonna, wait, hold on. Are you gonna leave him? You gonna leave my husband right here underneath the freaking the box stool? What is going on? All right, so I don't know what happened here and why Quentin is literally freaking posted up underneath the bar stool. But is like Quentin an object now? Because I'm kind of curious to see. Oh my God, this is seriously the coolest freaking thing I have ever seen in my life. Not so cool though that he's kind of just chilling. It is also super duper hot right now. And why is Sergio Romero in my house of all things? So what happens next? I don't even know what to do. Oh, we can report a death. We can also mourn Quentin in his little body bag, but I'm gonna report a death again just to see, because I'm pretty positive like somebody is supposed to take him. This doesn't feel right. Okay, so the same guy that came earlier to kind of like do the assessment, I think the reason why he left Quentin's body there is because maybe possibly Lisa wasn't ready to let go and she wanted to make funeral preparations. So he came back and simply asked her again, hey, every sim deserves a proper funeral. Would you like to pay respects to Quentin Keener's death and be the executor of his funeral? You can say yes and you can say no. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. That's it for now. I'll have to take the body for further investigation and call you for the post-mortem treatment. I'll call you in a couple of days with the results. In the meantime, I'll leave you to grieve. You have my deepest condolences. So as you guys can see, Lisa is absolutely wrecked at the loss of her husband. But the cool thing is that she does have a brand new moodlet, and it says, remembering a sim that has passed away. Life is too short. Make it longer in the options menu. So that moodlet is essentially prompting you to start kind of, you know, getting those funeral arrangements in order. And then also I did notice this other moodlet here, and I'm not sure if it is from this mod or just another mod that I actually have in place, and it is called Death. It's never easy losing someone you care about. Lisa will always remember the life of their loved one. It's the following evening, and it looks like we actually have a visit, a condolences visit, and the only person that came to pay the respects is Vladis, which actually just, you know, goes to show that he might be human after all. At least a part of him has a little bit of a compassion. So we're gonna go and invite him in, which obviously is a really bad idea, but Lisa's judgment is a little skewed right now, and the girl is going through a freaking lot. Even though Lisa literally could care less about Vlad paying his condolences, we are gonna go and kind of entertain the idea for a quick little second. She does want to become friends with Vlad. Maybe the gesture was like super duper touching, and she doesn't want to hate the dude after all. I am curious to see if there are any brand new interactions associated with this particular event, but it does seem to go by rather quickly. It's actually, well, 3 hours and 38 minutes isn't super quick, but it's a good amount of time. I definitely feel like if you had maybe more Sims that were like friends and whatnot, you would have maybe more people showing up at your doorstep. But for whatever reason, things are not going very well between the two, and I think Vlad has decided to go ahead and leave. Finally, you guys, we got an update. Greetings. I'm calling to let you know that the body was already examined and properly treated. They have just arrived at the local funeral home, which will be responsible for the funeral arrangements and the ceremony. You will need to call and inform them about your decision of whether you want the body to be cremated or buried during the funeral event. Again, I'm sorry for your loss. You keep saying that, Tetsu, but I'm starting to think you're kind of lying. Anyways, long story short, the only option that there is basically to, you know, thank the doctor for everything and let them know you'll be making that call. Don't tell me, or don't even ask me. I don't know why you would tell me, but don't ask me why Lisa is wearing sunglasses to bed. Honestly, the girl is literally dying from a broken freaking heart, so she can wear whatever the hell she wants. It says Lisa needs to call the funeral home to decide how she wants the funeral to go. click on the phone and look for the household tab and click call funeral home. Okay, so we're going to go and do that really quick because honestly, I mean, our husband has just been waiting to be laid to rest. So we're going to go and call them and, cremation or burial. Lisa needs to decide what to do with her loved one during the funeral event. We have two different options available to us, and the first one is a cremation. The body is incinerated and the ashes are put into an ornamented urn. The urn is then put into the host Sims inventory. Goes well over the fireplace in the living room. And the cost to do so is 3,000 freaking simoleons, or you can provide a burial. The body is kept intact and the funeral pays respect to that. A gravestone is put in the hosted Sims' inventory. Goes well in a flowered garden. And the cost of this particular option is 4,500 simoleons. So the crazy thing is that, well, death is no longer free. You're going to have to pay. Otherwise, you can just, I guess, leave your loved one at the funeral home, which is kind of sick and disgusting. And what kind of person are you? So I think we're going to go for the cheaper option just because we're on a little bit of a budget right now. So we're going to go with cremation for 3,000 simoleons. So once Lisa picks herself up off the floor and officially makes that call, I think we should be debited 3,000 simoleons. So the next thing to do is read the info card. Okay, so Lisa has decided that cremation is the way to go. Keeping the deceased's urn inside the house close to her loved ones will definitely ensure a deeper connection. They will never be forgotten. Lisa now needs to plan a memorial service to go alongside the funeral. You can do that by selecting it from the plan a social event interaction on your Sims' phone, and you can also plan it using the calendar. Woo, I love this. Super duper intricate. Okay, so we're not going to do the whole calendar shindig because honestly I can't be bothered, but instead we're going to go and plan that social event. It is at 12:30 on Tuesday. Again, we don't really know anyone, so I don't think we'll have any guests. Hopefully it's not required, but we'll have to figure it out. So somewhere in here should be the ability to now plan a memorial service. So in addition to the cremation, you guys, we have to fork up $550. This particular memorial service was not an option provided to me earlier because I did check. You actually have to wait for the medical examiner to get back to you about the body, and then it'll unlock, which I think is also really freaking cool. So it says challenge rewards. Gold level rewards include a peaceful closure moodlet for everyone. Ooh, I love this. A memorial event to honor the memory of a beloved Sim who recently passed away but will forever stay in our minds and hearts. Gone, but not forgotten. I love this. Okay. All right. So moving on, we have a caterer. We could obviously hire this role. We're going to go and pick Lisa, and then it says we need at least 2 different guests, but unfortunately, we only know one Sim, so I'm going to have to fix this, and I will be right back. All right, you guys, so I was able to go ahead and schedule the funeral. So the only downside to this mod so far is the fact that for whatever freaking reason, when you go and select a venue for your funeral to take place, it only gives you one generic lot option, and then it doesn't work if you actually put a lot down, which I thought was odd. And then any Sim that you could actually provide the funeral at their house. Again, not the most realistic thing ever, but I guess we're just gonna have to roll with the punches on this one. There are 2 main goals. The first one is to go to the funeral, and it says wait for everyone to arrive, then click on the host Sim and select call to funeral. The second one is to call the guests to the meal, and last but certainly not least are for the host to socialize with the guest. I'm not 100% sure if we're going to be able to really captivate this funeral essence, especially because things are a little bootlegged right now and she's feeling super duper sad. I did go and throw down a little podium from, I do believe, Get Together, so she can come over here and to give a speech, and it kind of sort of feels as if she is honoring the death of her late husband. But for the time being, I'm actually just going to have her go and call everybody to the funeral and see what ends up actually happening. I love the fact that there's this brand new interaction, and most importantly, there is also a brand new what's it called? Oh, what? Hold on a second. a moment. Wait a freaking moment. Okay, there's an icon, but they actually go. Hold on. I'm like so confused right now. No wonder that didn't work. They actually go in a rabbit hole to the funeral, which I think is actually pretty freaking amazing. It says, the funeral event was a great tribute to the memory of Quentin Keener. His urn or gravestone is now in Lisa's inventory. Place it into the world and pay some respect. Okay, so I was a little scared, but I guess that's not a downfall then. So the reason why you aren't able to like go and actually have yourself a funeral at a venue is because your Sims technically go to their own. It's kind of a weird thing, but you can still come back to the house and like have a little after party, which again kind of like breaks things up a little bit, and I love that little aspect. So here is our urn. So I'm curious to know if like I drag it out into the world, does it become a tombstone? No, it doesn't. It stays exactly as you selected. So he's cremated. It's not going to change just because you drag it into a freaking, a backyard. So what we can do is we can do all of the typical things that you would be able to do with an urn. But I think what we need to do specifically is actually engrave the urn. So we could say rest in pieces, or possibly Lisa would have a few more words than that. I love you forever, Quentin. Okay, I don't even know how to spell his damn name, but it says literally Quentin. Close enough. And it says mourn the loved one for at least 30 minutes. Okay, y'all, I was about to freaking like squeal because I thought I said 30 times, which is a little obsessive. So we're gonna go and just mourn Quentin for 30 minutes again. I really love this process. I feel like it's super realistic. The only thing I am noticing is that my host here, or not my host, but my freaking chef, she isn't cooking jack diddly squat. But I'm thinking maybe like 2 interactions. No, just 1 actually suffices. So mention something about loved one to 3 guests. I only have 2 people here, so this isn't going to work, but I'm wondering if I can like mention the same thing time after time. So I don't think that I necessarily can because we're not even like good friends with Vlad, but I'm going to change that just so things kind of go our way a little more effortlessly. Hopefully I didn't make them romantic because that would be quite odd. But you know what? I'm gonna come over here. We're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna be friendly. We're gonna do, can we do other Sims? Can we ask about another Sim? Yes, we can actually talk about a deceased loved one with using that particular interaction. I'm not seeing anything again pertaining to Quentin here. Oh my god, my freaking mouse. I seriously hate this mouse. It's like the what's it called? Black Mamba? No, it's not. That's not what it's called. It's like the Mamba or something. That's not what I meant to say. I don't know what kind of, like, the Razor Mambo thingy. I don't even know. It's the one that basically it doesn't work pretty much in a nutshell. If you have it, you know what I'm talking about. It just freezes all the time. But I'm not seeing anything that is allowing me to like share something about my loved one. Like, I don't know how exactly this is gonna work, but I'm gonna go with it. I can cheat it too if it doesn't work, right? Yeah. We're just going to basically just cheat the hell out of this. Thank you guys for coming. Drink water while sad. Interesting. I do like the cycle of different options and like goals and things like that. I think those are pretty freaking cool. I love how realistic it is, and like it really does feel genuinely like we're having a funeral. I mean, even Vlad was like consoling her, and they were there for each other emotionally, and she's thinking about the actual death and thinking about her husband in an urn. I wonder if she would have thought about him being in a plot of land. Like, like if she would have went with the burial instead of the cremation, if her like moodlet, or not her moodlet, but her thought bubble would have been a little bit different. I'm not quite sure, but anyway, we are going to end the event quite early because we went ahead, we did what we needed to do. This outfit that she is wearing is not very flattering, might I add. I actually did have something else that she could have worn instead, which is obviously an option. You don't have to wear whatever it is that they gave you. Like, I'm not gonna even lie to you. Like, this is way more flattering than whatever freaking getup she was wearing a moment before. But it looks like we did indeed receive the peaceful closure. So it says the memorial service was a success. Nothing will be able to erase the memory of their loved one in their hearts, but at least now your Sims can try to move on from this loss and allow themselves to feel happiness again. It won't be easy at first. Sometimes it'll be specifically hard, but You cannot allow yourself to feel guilty about getting back to living and enjoying life. That's what they would have wanted after all. All Sims who have attended the memorial service have now received a peaceful closure moodlet that will help them move on. Now, I'm telling you, I'm all good for some, nice little motivational speeches, but that was lengthy. And you know what? It really did kind of make me feel better if I was genuinely feeling sad about my sim dying. I didn't know Quentin, so I don't care. But it's cute, it's sweet. I love the little eulogy. I don't even know if that's what it's called, but I liked whatever was happening there. So in terms of moodlets, we are getting the morning moodlet here, which for whatever reason seems to have a happy and inspired sort of thing happening. It says Lisa is remembering all of the good times that she had with her friend that passed. So this only lasts for 4 hours, which I find quite odd because, well, maybe not. I mean, it does seem that all of her negative moodlets relating to the passing of her husband have dissipated. And this one will definitely trump the remembering that a sim has passed away. So I think that's pretty cool. And all in all, y'all, I'm really excited about this mod in particular. I do feel like, you play through it a few times, it can get quite repetitive. But the cool thing is there is that option where you don't necessarily have to go and bury your sim, or, well, I mean, you would have to do something with your sim, I do believe, but you don't necessarily, well, actually, you don't. You can kind of leave them at the funeral home, but I digress. Anyway, my point is if you didn't want to have a funeral, you don't have to have a funeral. But of course, it is an option that is available to you. The perk would be your sim that moves on a little bit easier, and life just seems to be a little more manageable that way. So if you guys are interested in this particular mod and you want to get your money throws on it, I will go ahead and provide the download link in the description down below. Now, I do believe this is going to be a project mod, so I'm not sure if they're going to be adding to this, but if you could think of anything that you feel would complement this mod, go ahead and drop your suggestions down below where the sun does not shine. And with that said, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Hope that you all enjoyed. And with that said, I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
I never knew that you would